Okay, in this video we're going to talk about showcases. They're the most powerful feature Control Freak has, and I just want to show you what a showcase actually is. A showcase is basically when you want to put featured information on your site, whether it be the last 3 news stories that you post or a slideshow of your entire news section. And you have the option of a slideshow or a text link version of a showcase when you add one. But what it gives you the ability to do is using the Content Objects tab, which we'll talk about in the next series. You can place these showcases of news, support questions, job openings, blog entries, whatever you want to, in the left column of your site or the right column if you have a right column on a particular page. And it just gives you the option of decorating certain pages of your site with featured information. So if we were to go to the control panel and we wanted to click on Showcase Manager, you'll see that we have a showcase right now set up for news. If we wanted to set up a showcase for sport questions, we would just add a local index. The difference between a local and a remote index is an RSS feed, which we can talk about later. But a local index is locally based within your website. So we're going to create one for, we'll call it Have a Question, because that's what's going to display above it. And then you click on Selection Search, you do a search for support. You'll see the support page show up, add it to this index, and you'll notice that you can actually add more to this. So let's say you wanted to create a showcase for featured questions and featured photographs from your gallery. You wanted to just call it featured information. You can create a showcase for featured content and create it that way. When you actually set up a showcase, it will filter through the whole website. So if you were just to create a showcase and not narrow it down, it would filter your entire website. If you what you're doing here is you're actually filtering down and narrowing down the information. So I'm going to narrow it to just the support section of the website. I'm going to add it. And now that it's added, using the Content Objects tab, I can now go to the front end of the website and click on Edit. For more information about the Content Objects tab, see the Content Objects video. But what this essentially is, you see the left column, the main column, and the right column if you have all 3 set up. And you have a bunch of pre-built objects or widgets that you can insert into any one of those areas. So in this particular case, we're talking about a local content index for Have a Question. And you can do it with summaries or without. The difference is you would just have just the title or with no description or content underneath it or tidbit. But anyway, you click left here. Actually, let me add it to the right column so you can now see what happens when you do that. You click Publish now. You'll notice that it's now turned into a 3-column page. If you add content to the 3rd column, it will automatically turn the page into a 3-column page instead of a 2-column page. But you'll see over here now that you've got the 2 questions that we've added to our supports page, and they'll show up over here under featured questions. Now if you click on Edit underneath it, you get some options over here. For the display, you can display it with the display name. You can show comments and ratings. You can say you only want your last 3 frequently asked questions to show up, and if you want to, so that it shows up randomly, you just change it to sort by random update. And now you'll notice the title is showing now. If anyone has made a comment or rated a particular question, it will show up now. And it's the last, we said 3, so if you add another frequently asked question, it will show up there as well. Or you can just set it to 1 and have it show randomly, and then every single time somebody comes to a page, they'll see a new frequently asked question with a link to more. And that is a showcase for support questions. This over here is a showcase for news, exact same concept. It's totally dynamic, so if you click on it, it takes you right to that story. And And let's say I wanted to create a slideshow instead. So instead of showing links to the particular section, I want to create a slideshow with images. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back over to Edit, Content Objects. I'm going to go over to Local Content Index with Slideshow. I'm going to do it for News with Summaries, and I'm going to add it to the main column, because if I add it to the main column, it actually shows up with photos. I publish it. Now, I added it to the main column. If you add it to the main column, it shows up underneath the content. So if you scroll down, you'll now see that I have a slideshow of my news section. And it will scroll through the 2 different stories that I have. So if I have 50 different products and I create a portal for products and then create a slideshow for products, it will slide through all 50 of them if I wanted to. So it's an extremely powerful feature. And that's how that works. And that's it. So for this series, I'm Joel, and thanks for joining us.